Good evening. There is so much more oil pouring into the Gulf of Mexico than we were first led to believe. Tonight, there's a state of emergency in effect in the state of Louisiana, and a grim countdown's underway until crude oil reaches the shoreline. The White House is involved. The government's been mobilized. It's been declared a spill of national significance. It's 5 times larger than we were first told, spilling out in 3 different places. If it's allowed to continue, this could be bigger than the Exxon Valdez. This will give the current position of the slick. The leading edge is just a few miles from shore now. Our correspondents are in place, beginning with our Chief Environmental Affairs correspondent, Ann Thompson. She is in Venice, Louisiana tonight. Ann, good evening.
Good evening, Brian. Well, as you can see behind me, they have been loading boom onto boats all day long as time is running out for Louisiana to defend itself against an onslaught of oil that officials say could be devastating.
This marsh is in the spill's bullseye. The wetlands of Louisiana on high alert for oil that could come as early as tonight.
It's still 3 miles offshore, but we are expecting continued southeast winds, so there's a threat. We expect the impacts this evening, later day this evening, and into the night.
And what is about to come ashore is much bigger than anyone thought. Late last night, the government said the BP well is spewing 5,000 barrels of crude into the Gulf each day, not 1,000 as first estimated. One oil industry watchdog is not surprised.
One thing you can count on the oil industry for is to underestimate a problem and to tell you everything is a lot better than it is.
Frustration with the pace of the cleanup reaches all the way to the White House. Today, President Obama mobilized a team of cabinet secretaries to oversee the cleanup operation and the investigation of the oil rig explosion that killed 11.
My administration will continue to use every single available resource at our disposal, including potentially the Department of Defense, to address the incident.
The military is preparing to move ships, planes, and satellites to the region. There's even talk of committing National Guard or active duty forces to help. Louisiana's Governor Bobby Jindal today declared a state of emergency. In Venice, at Louisiana's southern tip, crews ready thousands of feet of boom to keep oil out of wildlife areas. For the state and BP, this is uncharted territory.
No one in the history of the industry has ever had to fight a leak 5,000 feet down. So there are tremendous pressures.
Officials said the controlled burn test last night was a success, but high choppy seas today prevented any more burning. BP says it hopes to start drilling a relief well to stop the leak as early as tomorrow. Analysts say this all is an incredibly difficult task.
You have to drill a relief well and enter into the existing well just above the formation and plug off that well. That will take weeks, months to accomplish.
Now, a lot of people are asking who is going to pay for all of this. Well, since the well is BP's, the bill is BP's. And BP says so far the cleanup is costing $6 million a day, and that relief well has a price tag of $100 million. Brian?
Ann Thompson starting off our coverage, what's turning into a colossal crisis there in the Gulf. Ann, thanks.